what are the most common project management interview questions? In this video, I'm going to demonstrate or showcase some of these questions and how you answer them correctly. So the questions are basically divided into two categories. The first category is behavioral questions, and the second category is technical questions. So behavioral questions are usually start tell me more about something or tell me there is something in situation that the interviewer expected what's your behavior that was in that situation. So, for example, the interviewer can ask you, tell me about a situation in which the customer is unhappy and how you resolved that. So, the interviewer is asking if you handled that situation well and how you resolved that issue or conflict. So, basically, what you should answer in this case is that you should demonstrate how you communicate well, how you used your negotiation skills, leadership skills, and how you ended up having a good relation with the customer at the end while resolving the issue. Very important to not giving up too much in terms of delivering work beyond scope and stuff like that just to satisfy the customer. It's important that you demonstrate that you used your negotiation skills and you get something in order to give something. So this is a very important question that you should deal with. A second question you can get is about naming three characters or three values that makes you a good project manager in this role, or what people says about you. Tell me about three things in you. So this is more about knowing your values and knowing your qualities. So in order to answer this correctly, you should demonstrate what are the good values in you and why. Because if you said, for example, you have good attention to details, how you said that, why you said that, did you encounter such a situation in which people said that you have such a value? For example, you might notice something in your previous job and you bring that on table and people said, wow, that's great, you have a good attention to details. So that's one thing. If you are going to said something or say something about yourself, you need to demonstrate that through a real example. And while you are going to answer behavioral questions, you can also demonstrate your skills and your technical behaviors or your technical capabilities. But you should also expect that recruiters are going to ask you directly for technical knowledge. For example, they might ask you what are the agile approach or how to implement the agile approach if you are going to work with the agile approach in the future. So they are expecting to know about the theories, also to know about the practices in your previous job. If you are applying the Scrum approach in your previous job, it's a plus for you or it's advantages for you if you already know the theories and you already adapted those theories into your previous job and adjusted it according to your needs. That's very important that recruiters know that you have theoretical understanding and practical understanding, and you are not just sticking to theories. You just know the theories and implement it according to your needs. So that's one of the technical examples. Questions you could encounter questions about managing remote teams. They ask you whether you managed a remote team before or dealt with remote teams. In such a case, you need to demonstrate how you communicated well with your teams, what tools did you use, and stuff like that. And try to be transparent. Don't create lies. Try to be transparent. If you did not work with remote teams before, say that in a direct way, and also say that you have the ambition to work with remote teams, and that's something that you don't worry about. So try to be transparent and try to demonstrate that you have already the qualities and the will to work and the things that your recruiter is asking for. So those are some questions. You can find two other mini questions, such as what's your biggest achievements in the past, what things that you did not like in the past, or tell me a time you missed a deadline, and stuff like that. There's too many questions. If you'd like to learn more about questions and how to answer them correctly, there is some books on Amazon. There is plenty of books actually. Just write interview questions, project management questions, and you will find a lot of great books